Hi, my name is Susan Morong and I'm a childcare support worker for Nottingham City Council. This information is brought to you by Nottingham City Council Early Years Service and will give you an insight into what is involved and what you need to do to become a self-employed childminder. So, what does being a childminder involve? A childminder is a person who is self-employed and registered with the Office for Standards in Education, Children's Services and Skills, in short Ofsted, or you can also register with a childminder agency. You will be registered to look after one or more children to whom you are not related and for reward. You must be over 18 years of age, and the childminders care for children on domestic premises. This is in someone's own home, usually the childminder's home, at least one individual child for a total of more than 2 hours in any day. This does not have to be a continuous period of time. Childminders can work together with no more than 2 other childminders or assistants. You will also be expected to complete the requirements for the Early Years Foundation stage. Nottingham City Council Early Years provide a package of training which involves paediatric first aid, an introduction to safeguarding, and an introduction to the Early Years Foundation stage. This information can be found on the Nottingham City Early Years website. Being self-employed, you need the skills required to run a small business, such as keeping policies updated, keeping track of money coming in and going out. You will be responsible for your own personal and professional development, and you will be required to have good levels of literacy and numeracy. The Early Years Foundation stage states that providers should have sufficient understanding and use of English to ensure the well-being of children in their care. For example, settings must be in a position to keep records in English, to liaise with other agencies in English, to summon emergency help, and to understand instructions such as those for the safety of medicine or food hygiene. Recommended levels of literacy and numeracy skills could include O-level, GCSE grade A to C, or Adult Literacy and Numeracy Level 2. Ofsted is responsible for the registration and inspection of childminders. However, childminders also have the option to register with a childminder agency rather than Ofsted. Ofsted's legal powers are set out in the Child Care Act 2006. Inspecting registered childminders helps to improve the quality of childcare and early education by making judgment about the quality of the care that childminders offer, and recommendations about how to improve this. Childminders must provide evidence of their continued suitability and show how they meet requirements at inspection. Childminders who fail to meet or fully meet the specific requirements at inspection are given actions to improve. Where there are serious concerns, Ofsted take other enforcement actions to bring about improvement. So we'll talk a little bit about childminder agencies. And a childminder agency is an organisation that is able to register childminders in England and may provide a range of services to its members and parents, introduced by the Department of Education in 2013. Childminder agencies are obliged by law to ensure a childminder's suitability, including where appropriate their capacity to deliver the statutory requirements of the Early Years Foundation stage. They must be able to support the training and development of childminders and help parents find and work with suitable childminders, improve the quality of the provision, and monitor the standard of care provided by childminders they register. The role of the local authority. Families Information Service provide information for those interested in becoming childminders. They provide a gateway for newly registered childminders so that you can share your details on their website to support with advertising. Families Information Service also help parents find local childcare. The early years team support and advise applicants with the Childminder briefing, mandatory training, and registered childminders with personal development linked to the early years foundation stage. We also provide support with the quality of care in your provision. Nottingham City Early Years support childminders with a briefing, and this includes information around the Early Years Foundation stage, the statutory framework that all childminders must work within, safety check in your home prior to registration and inspection, the statutory training and booking information, Ofsted registration application process, and information about exclusive funding opportunities and the opportunity to ask questions. As this is an important professional role, there are specific statutory training requirements which must be completed before you can register with Ofsted. Nottingham City Early Years have developed a comprehensive training and support programme which includes all that is needed to satisfy the statutory requirements and much more to support you with your day-to-day role and your professional development. The training element of the programme runs throughout the year to enable you to fit it in with your commitments and complete your registration with Ofsted as soon as possible. This includes the introduction to the Early Years Foundation stage, an introduction to safeguarding and paediatric first aid. The Childminder briefing will give you information and a step-by-step guide to becoming an independent, self-employed childminder. This part of the programme is free and you are under no obligation to continue if you feel that being an independent childminder is not for you. Thank you for taking time to listen to this short vodcast, and to find out more information if you're interested in becoming an independent childminder, contact Families Information Service on 0800 458 4114. You can also check out information on starting a childminder business and the training that we offer on the Early Years website, nottinghamcity.gov.uk/early years, and the links to the pages are below on this slide. Thank you and good luck.